This is the Doctor bringing you Battle Brothers, a game in which you control a mercenary company in a medieval world. Fairly low magic. You do not have access to magic, although there are magical enemies in the game. A new expansion that came out recently added a whole bunch of new content, a lot more different types of monsters to fight. I do have quite a lot of experience in this game, and I want to do a new campaign here with all the new content, and let's see how it goes. I know something about the enemies, the new enemies in the game, but not all that much. So this is a pretty brutal game. There are many ways to die. So it is very likely that the developers came up with some new ways for my men to die here. But I'll do my best to keep alive as long as possible. What do we want to call ourselves? The Red Company. That's what we'll be known as. And we'll pick banner. That seems appropriate for this. This seems pretty red. Let's do this. Expert Ironman. Low starting funds. Let's get to it. Alright, come on. The natural habitat of dire wolves is a forest. That's good to know. Alright. Oh, look at that. There's a new weapon already. That's a new type of weapon. Some two-handed spear mace thing that I don't really care about. So let's just shoot it. Alright, he's almost dead. So what's he gonna do? Double move up. Let's just move our men into position to defend. I'm not going to bother spear walling because it's just going to make them do weird things. Alright. Yes, this is fine. Oh, the turn is done. Interesting. I could move up like this, and then move this character up, and then this guy with the cleaver can't do much. Or I could just move in and attack them. Sure, let's move in and attack them. 62%. 47% with round swing. Let's go for the 62%. 67% kill. This guy gets to attack once, and then next turn he's going to move again. We knock him back. He's much less likely to do a lot of damage. Alright, whatever. Oh, he shield walls. That works. That hurt. Alright, little buddy. I think I will break his shield here. Normally you don't want to break shields because it gives them extra damage, but this guy is likely to die. Well, actually, no. I want his shield. I kind of want the shield. Never mind, I'm not going to break his shield. Nice hit. Yep, I want to loot a shield early game. It's worth quite a bit. Ooh, got this spear mace thing. And a cleaver. Good stuff. Took a little bit of hit point damage. Not a big deal. Alright, I'm not going to read the text that's already been in the game. This is just introductory text. But if there's any new content, I'll check that out. Let's take a look at the world map. Kind of a funky world. I don't really like this world too much. It is very traversable when it comes to fishing ports. There's a port here, here, port up here. Lots of ports, which is good. But the middle of the map is kind of split, which is bad. Still, we can kind of like use ports to get around. It's not the worst. I think this map is fine. Lots to explore to the east here. That's good. Yeah, there are ports all over the place. So what we want to actually do early game is try to move towards these ports early on, because we need to buy nets. Lots of good stuff here. Nets are how you beat a lot of early game enemies. This little cluster down here looks amazing. There are 4 towns, 3 of which sells nets. This looks really good. Plus, there are some trade goods here. Gem and salt and workshops. This town is amazing. Hammered in. Alright, this map seems fine. Let's check out our companions. We got Balin the Wolf. Ego Eyes is junk on a melee character, but he's got Iron Jaw, which is actually quite useful. 100 fatigue is not great. 40 resolve is okay. 59 hit points. Alright, you're alright. 8 starting melee defense, though. That's quite good. Got another guy here, Dirk. He's got no traits. But he does have 62 melee skill, so you can get up to 92 at level 11. That's really good. Otherwise, he's unexceptional. Sven, ugh. Your perks are so wasted. Why could not Dirk here get sure-footed and tough? That would be perfect. But tough is still good. Sure-footed is kind of wasted on an archer. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain. Now, let's just do a little something in the game first. I want to rename these characters. Sure, why not? Although their names are, they start out with Balin or Dirk or Sven, but once you join the Red Company, you're no longer known by those names. I'm going to do a challenge in this playthrough where, besides my 3 starting companions, I'm going to restrict myself to 1 character of each background. So I can't have like 2 sellswords in the company. That should make the game quite a bit more interesting. I'll see a lot more events, and it should make the game harder because I can't just hire the best background over and over again. So, but once you join the Red Company, your name, your old name is gone. You're going to be known as a companion, and you're my tank companion. Dirk here is going to be known as the two-hander companion. Probably a great sword. Let's just leave him as a two-hander. And Sven is going to be known as the archer. And then new recruits will get a name based on their background. That way I can keep things organized. I just want to check out this area. What is this? This is a town. Oh, you can get hunters here. That's really good. Yeah, let's go head back to Stato here. Get paid. We're going to need to recruit some more men. And then we're going to go kill Hoggart. I'm gonna try new builds with this playthrough. I want to experiment a little bit. Use some characters, the tried and true build, and then some more experimental characters, see how it goes. Alright. Yes, we have unfinished business. Let's see what recruits can we get. We have 1,900 crowns to spend. There's a taxidermist here. This is a new building with the DLC. As you kill beasts, you can get all sorts of crafting materials to bring here and get some gear. This is actually a really good town. There's salt. There's cheap tools. There's armorer. So if we can get good rep with this place, the armorer can sell us cheap armor. Ooh, we got quite a few decent candidates here. Let's hire you, Hallstein. He's a messenger. Messengers can potentially be good. I kind of want this poacher as well. But let's get Hallstein here. He's bright, short-sighted, doesn't matter. His stats are pretty bad. So he is going to be there's a guy who published a guide on Steam called his name is Fritz, and he published a treatise about various build archetypes that you can use. I think for a new player, that guide is really good. You can't really go wrong following his advice. I like to, after having a lot more experience in the game, I tend to vary my builds. A lot of the fun in this game is just trying new builds, playing around with recruits, trying to make them work. This guy, though, his stats are so bad, there's nothing you can do to make him work. Like, he's not exceptional at anything. Still, he's useful. We can make him kind of a tank type character. Anyway, in this guide, Fritz's trait is there's an archetype he calls a martyr with a picture of Boromir from Lord of the Rings. I just thought it was the best picture of all times in any guide ever. But yeah, these brothers are meant to be expendable, or at least more expendable than others. So if there's danger, you send him in. If he gets killed, you're like, yeah, we'll just hire another guy to replace him. Not a big deal. Well, I actually don't know what weapon you're going to use right now. I kind of want the poacher, and I want one of the farmhands. Let's, but before I do that, let's see what is on sale here again. There's a pitchfork for cheap. The tools are really cheap. We should buy a stack of these tools. They're not likely to get cheaper. Buy a pitchfork. No shields, unfortunately. Now let's move our characters around a little bit. My most valuable of all the starting brothers, the archer companion is probably the most valuable. Then the two-hander companion. So he's going to stay back. He's going to equip himself with a nice nice pitchfork. He's going to stay out of the way. Still got to give him a helmet. I don't want to get, like, headshot. So what cheap helmets are there? This one's kind of cheap. Ooh, we should buy a knife. Knives are great. You got to have knives to dagger down enemies. Knives on the front line there. Cheap hat. What else we got that's cheap? Well, I don't know yet. I don't know what else I might buy here because I want to go check out the other town. I think we'll come back, hire probably this farmhand. There's a new tryout system for, I think it's like 1/4 approximately, a little less than 1/4 the cost. You get to see the traits of the character, which has its uses. Definitely in a sort of a trial game before I recorded this series, I've been using tryout, and it's pretty good. It could be, I think, it could still be slightly more useful. I feel like it should tell you, in addition to the traits the character has, like, it shouldn't give you perfect information on the stars, but it should at least tell you, like, maybe randomly, what the best or what one of the potentials of the character is. Or maybe it should tell you what the best potential of the character is. Like, let's say there's a guy with 3 stars in range attack. Like, it'll tell you what traits that character has, and there will be some text that says, this character has great potential to be an archer. So you can kind of know he's got stars in range attack. You still wouldn't know his starting stats, which is, in my opinion, actually more important than the stars. That's another thing in this game. Like, it probably took me until like the 200 or 300 hour mark before I realized the stars don't matter. Like, they matter, but they're not nearly as important as the starting stats. The starting stats are absolutely critical. Anyway, taking a long time in this town here, but that's all right. I do want to go to the next town and hire some guys. Poacher is very tempting. And the farmhand with the dagger is also extremely tempting. But I think we're going to go to the next town and come back. Let's hire, like, the farmhand. Eldebert. He is pretty bad, but that's all right. He's a drunkard. That's bad. Well, can't afford to be hiring other characters. Oh, no, not farmland. Farmhand. This guy's going to be a martyr for sure. I don't even know. Like, he has amazing fatigue, so he can sit there. He has 3 stars in range. But, like, this is what I mean by stars being unimportant. This guy has 3 stars in range, but he'll never be a good archer. With the drunkard and the fact that he started at 33 range, like, if I put every single level up into range, at level 11, he's going to have like 67 range skill. In contrast, a hunter at level 1 starts on average with like 57 range skill. And in 2 levels, he'll probably catch up. So this guy is equivalent at level 11 to like a level 3 hunter for range. So he's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. Can't make him range. What we can do is give him an axe or something, and he can go die. Drunkard is pretty bad, but because you can lose items, not that we have any items we care about early game. Or maybe we give him this thing. What does this thing do? Let's see. Knockout. 6 AP, 30 fatigue, 75% chance to stun. Thrust. Ooh, this is a lot of damage. And plus 20% chance to hit. In contrast, the woodcutter's axe can be used to split shield. This thing does a lot more damage, though. But the plus 20% chance to hit is critical. I don't know. I don't know what you should be using. Probably a shield, honestly. Like, the great thing about the axe is the split shield ignores melee skill. Alright, we might come back to hire this poacher. We'll see. Nothing to buy here. Buy some cheap grains, but I don't think we need it. We have plenty of food for now. Let's go on to the next town. Because the quest always has you go to a town. Let's see who we can hire there. I do want to recruit at least 2 more men. I'm thinking the poacher and 1 guy from here, Hohenstein. Yep, something about town. We gotta get there before it gets dark. Alright, what do we got here? Tavern, orcs. Yes, don't fight orcs right now. That seems smart. Caravan hands and a town master. These aren't bad. He's got a net. That's alone is pretty good. Shepherds, I think, are pretty terrible. This guy's got a dagger. That's good. Alright, what do we have in the market? This is also quite important. The tools here are pretty cheap. Ooh, there's a basic mail shirt for only 226. That's really nice. But, oh, there's a shield. Let's pick up this cheap shield. There are no spears here. So I need to actually hire guys with weapons. I have exactly 1 spear. There's a cleaver I could use, I guess. A mace wouldn't be bad. Mace is decent early game. This guy has an axe. Don't really care about that. This guy has a nice dagger. This guy has a net. He also starts out with armor. It's not bad. Houndmasters, they're not bad. They're okay. So the poacher is 400. I'll have 800 if I hire the. I mean, none of. I could hire one of these guys. Let me think. I'm a little worried about like having such bad armor on my archers in case they get hit. Yeah, like I have no choice. I have to equip a cleaver. These are bad weapons, but like, what am I gonna do? I give you like the 2-hander spear. I mean, that's not the worst idea. I kind of want to, like, the net is too good. Let's hire you. Oh, now this is interesting. This character has terrible melee skill. He's superstitious and irrational, which is bad. Very bad. But he has 7 starting melee defense. And he has pretty bad fatigue, but 7 starting melee defense and 2 stars. So he can get this 37 melee defense. But he's bad against fear, panic, or mind control, which is horrible. This guy, though, is less disposable than some of my other brothers. He's still pretty bad, but he's potentially useful. Sure, let's do it this way. I don't even know who holds the net. Let's see. If I hire one more guy, I won't have the money to buy stuff like the mail shirt. Kind of need a helmet. Yeah, I can't risk getting headshot. Like, you could die in one hit without a helmet. That's very bad. This armor is super tempting. I think we kind of need this armor. And then we still have enough to hire the, let's put it on my best character. Still have enough to hire the poacher. Or maybe I don't hire the poacher right away. I hire one of these shepherds to go and die a glorious death on the front. Well, that seems good. Archon. I mean, this character actually is bad, but I mean, he actually could become a reasonable archer. Still, he's pretty expendable. I don't actually have enough weapons. How many daggers do I have? 1, 2, 3. 3 daggers. Kind of want another dagger. And then, of the weapons here, I would much prefer a spear. We don't have a spear. Bludgeon's gonna have to do. Save a bit of gold. Alright, we should put the bludgeon on a character who has the best attack. Which is actually you, the shepherd. This guy might be a Lancer type character. He does both ranged and melee. I have no idea. I have no idea. You have no armor. That is terrifying, but you not have much of a choice. Someone needs to use the nut. What's your fatigue? Your fatigue is much better. Let's swap the weapons here. From the messenger, you'll equip yourself with a nice bludgeon. That way you have plenty of fatigue to bludgeon people to death with. There we go. That seems better. The spear thrust should at least do a lot of damage. I desperately need some sort of like semi-non-crappy armor. So I don't think I can get one shot though. If I get hit in the head, I won't get one shot, but I'll be very close to dead. Meaning my archer would be useless in the upcoming fight. And I'm just so worried. I gotta buy another helmet. Gotta buy a helmet. I'm less worried about the body armor, honestly. Alright, this is good. We have almost no crowns left, but that's fine. Alright, let's go kill Hoggart, and then we'll go buy that poacher, I think. The Hoggart quest will give us 300 more crowns, I think, plus loot from him. It should be enough to afford a poacher, and then we can go ahead and get started on our campaign. Parries up to it. That basic mail shirt was really nice pickup for 200 crowns. Good deal. Alright. Where is he? He's up here. Go get him. The goal with the Hoggart quest is to kill Hoggart without destroying his armor. It's usually doable. Yeah, this is gonna have to do. This is not a great starting group. The cleaver here in particular is terrible. Cleaver is bad weapon early game. But some of these brigands have very little armor, so maybe he'll do something. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? Yes, I have the high ground, kind of. It forces Archer to move up one. This I don't really have the high ground. There's Hoggart. Let's see, what do we got here? This flail is really nice. We gotta kill the poacher. This guy with the dagger is super good. It's actually really good that he has a shield of his dagger. He's gonna be like he's the least dangerous. We gotta kill the guy with the flail, the guy with the mace. This guy with the pickaxe, not super dangerous either. I think we got this. No way to really get good elevation, but we can knock people off and do other shenanigans like that. Let's see what the brigands do before I move. I want to let them move first. Good. Move up, so I can go here. Move up, stab. That's pretty powerful. This rough terrain is screwing up the AI. That's perfect. Let's see if we can shoot this archer. This boulder will give us cover. We can move a guy in here. Block. Oh, but then this guy, he can move up 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be very bad. So let's not move the archer just yet. Let's see what this guy with the flail does. Ah, you've all made a huge mistake. Alright. You move up here. I think you move over there. I could also do that. This guy. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he can't do much. I kind of like my spearmen here. You have good armor, so you can take a hit or two. Plus, you have naturally good defense. Oh, like I'm waiting to attack because I want all the mass attack bonuses. So okay, now I have to attack with this character. That was a nasty miss, 77% miss. Now we move. Oh, right. I made a mistake. I should have moved a little differently. That's all right. Good. Okay, that guy's fleeing. Yeah, that was the mistake I made. But you can move up here. So it's okay. It's okay. Okay. The guy with the flail against a guy without a shield. That's actually perfect. This guy's fleeing. He's not very dangerous anymore. Let's move up. I don't want this guy coming like that, so let's do something like this. I do kind of think netting Hoggart makes sense, but we might... Like, he's gonna... He has problems right here. Let's swap to the two-hander there. I can attack once, might as well. Should cause a bit more morale problem. Ah, too bad I didn't actually hit him. Shoot the archer, no such luck. We can stab this guy. That's fine. I mean, he basically passed his turn. Let's shoot the archer again. But the archer couldn't do anything. That's perfect. Double miss on the brigand there. So I'm not moving to that low ground. Let's let them move up. Ah, the brigands are not completely brain dead. So let's see what they do. I want to see what the rest of these brigands do. Don't really need you here. Let's move to try to get support. Oh, okay. Look at that. Their battle tactics are not the worst. Good. Let's move up. Stabby, stabby. Move up so I can move here. Swap to the net. Can't let him get in, so we're gonna move here. Shield wall. I mean, we've basically... Oh, kind of a mistake here. Ah. I should have planned that turn a little better. Good, okay. Move up, that's fine. This little boulder here is like perfect. I kind of want to kill him right away, so we give them a chance to come in here. Don't know what I'm going to do with my archer yet. These guys are shield walling. Kind of don't want to do anything with my archer. Let's see what they do. 5% shot, that's fine. Hoggart basically passes his turn because he moved and then he shield bash, which does 0 damage. I don't even know if I need to net him. Let's see what the rest of the AI does. Not sure. Like, this guy can move and attack, but he's got a weak dagger. He's not going to do much. I mostly just want to see what the AI does. Okay. Alright, he did, what, 10 damage? Wow. How will I recover? Nice! Got a dagger from that, but too bad we didn't get the bow. It'd be good to get the bow. Let's murder this fella here. We have lots of attackers. I'm thinking I don't even need a net at this point. Well, things could go really bad. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to shield wall here. Messenger might die. Whatever. I don't care. Hoggart's going to attack a bunch. Messenger might die. If I net Hoggart, it's the safest possible thing to do. But I wouldn't get a net for an upcoming fight with like Brigand Raiders. This fight has been going so well. Moving down there does not seem like a good idea. We're going to attack a bunch, kill this guy. This guy's going to move up. He's going to flail here. I think I net. Just play it extra safe. Alright. This guy... Let's let him moving. Good hit. Let's hold a line here. 9%. Good. That guy might flee, which is okay with me. I do want his loot, though. Let's see what he does. Oh, I can move up like that to prevent him from fleeing, but he gets to double attack me. I don't like as much. I can take a hit or two. I want to make sure this guy does not run away with the flail. That flail is really good early game. So, he could come down here. Can I get here? So he could do like here. If he gets here, it will be very difficult to catch him. I think. Well, let's see what he does. Because if he goes down like this, we could potentially abuse elevation on him. I have pretty decent initiative. I go before him. Just want to see what the AI does. Generally a good plan. Shield wall here. If I go like this, this guy has... I can restrict his moves. Yes, I like this. Yep. Now I can get elevation. Oh, Hoggart broke out of his net. But this is exactly what I was hoping for. You don't have a dagger. You have a dagger? You do have a dagger. Just gonna keep shield walling here. Eventually Hoggart will tire himself out. I'm gonna move the spear up to deal with him. Wait, does the shepherd have a dagger? I don't think so. So he's perfect against this thug. I'm gonna swap to the dagger, get ready to start daggering Hoggart down. Hold. Right now I'm shield walling a ton, which is exactly what I want. No, we don't want that. Let's move around like this. 33%, that's pretty good. Shield wall, swap to the dagger. That was a nasty hit, but that's fine. 40%, really? Alright, let's start getting ready for a dagger party. %. Sure. Hit. This will at least tire him out. Like, each hit that Hoggart blocks will exhaust his fatigue, which is exactly what we want. He'll soon be too tired to do much. Alright, the bleed should kill him, I think, but I don't want to take more damage, so we might as well attack again. There we go. Now he has an injured shoulder. All you can do is shield wall. And we win, taking almost no damage. The terrain really helped us in this fight. Run them down. Alright, we should be able to get his gear. Which is the whole point of this exercise. Let's wait until we get everybody up before we commence with the dagger party. Which is the best kind of party. Alright. He's resisting. Does not want to die, but what choice does he have? Nice, we got his loot, we got another knife. The flail is really good early game. Signet ring, some gold, some food. 2 shields. We're actually desperate for shields right now. Amazing stuff. Alright, let's reorganize the party a little bit. Flail is way better than this crappy butcher's cleaver. Another knife. Actually, I think I should... The flail works best on someone with high fatigue. Can't remember. I think it was the messenger who had the best fatigue. So you get the flail. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I think this is a good place to pause the video. But I don't want to equip myself with like a crappy cleaver. Two-handers though are super bad early game. It makes you really vulnerable. But anyway, this does seem like a good place to pause the video. Until next time, thank you for watching.